The first thing you're going to want to do when you receive your podcast table shipment is you're going to want to open every box. You want to get all of your tops out. You want to get all of these table legs out. So what I've done first here is I've laid out my tabletops face down onto a soft surface. So you can do carpet, you can do cardboard, you can do a moving blanket like I have here. You can cut up your boxes and use that cardboard to lay out your tables, but you want to keep those tops safe. So put them down on something soft. And everything's going to be labeled, like putting together any kind of piece of furniture. You're going to have labels that are numbers or letters. And so I've chosen a letter and a number system. And so each table's labeled. So you've got table 1, table 2, and table 3. And then I've got all these legs labeled. And so you're going to see that we've got here, you've got an L1, an R1, L2, R2, L3, R3. So that stands for left and right leg. And you're going to have your legs that are also going to be labeled the same. So basically what you're going to do is match these legs to their place on the table. Each set of legs is going to come with a bag of screws. There's maybe 1 or 2 extra screws there. And you're also going to have leveling feet, and those are going to go into the bottom of the legs once you get everything assembled. And so really the only tool that I recommend you use to install all of the hardware is a power drill. And so I have a drill here, and I have a number 2 bit on that. It's a Phillips bit. And so it's just gonna be a lot easier than using a screwdriver. I'm a fan of efficiency. So I've got my drill here. I'm gonna put that on a low setting, and we're gonna get started. So first thing I'm gonna do is take my L1 leg, and I'm gonna place that over these piloted holes. And so each tabletop is gonna have piloted holes. And so you're just gonna set that plate right down over those piloted holes. And you're gonna take your bag of screws here. And you can just make sure you have the washer on that screw as well. You can kind of just get those started with your hand. So you get your screws ready down in those piloted holes, and then we're just gonna install each screw here. So I've got leg 1 done there, and we'll go ahead and go to leg 2. So again, I'm just matching these numbers R1 to R1 here, and putting the holes from the leg plate down onto the pre-piloted holes, and just match those up, and then get your screws installed. So I'll go ahead and install my leveling feet here. So a quick thing about functionality with these tables is we install these cable clips on the bottom. We do 9 on each top, and so you have a place where you can run your cables and your cords. So when you have your XLR cables and any kind of power cables that come from the top of the table under the table, you can organize those using these clips, and that's going to help keep everything nice and neat on the bottom side. One more thing about functionality is you've got these plugs. Each tabletop has its own outlet. But what we do is we install a small surge protector or power strip here. And what you'll do is you'll just run each one of your tabletop outlets into the power strip, and then you'll be able to run one extension cord off of your table to get power to your entire table instead of running multiple extension cords. We're not going to latch these just yet, but I want to show you how they function. We just call these latch clamps, and what it's going to do is it's going to help hold your table together and add some stability. And so you can see they just clamp down. And so we have them on the seams of the tables in the front and the back. So once we flip this table over and we get it arranged, we'll clip it together, and then it can be moved as one unit. So the next part of the process is we're going to get this table flipped over, and we're going to want to flip each piece individually, and you definitely want to get some help. The last thing you want to do is drop your table or even carry it by the legs. You don't want to do that because you don't want those screws to come out. You shouldn't, but we don't want to risk it. And so find somebody who can help you flip the table over and then get it arranged. It goes left to right this way. This panel needs to be on the outside, so it'll go over to the left side. So you can maybe move that over this way. So once you have your tables flipped over and arranged, you're going to want to reach under and latch those clamps. So once you have your tables arranged and you get them latched, you can actually just kind of move this around as one unit and place it wherever you want. Install all your podcast gear, all your cables, all your fun content creating stuff and get out there and make some content.